It is relaxation time for Stale Shady. I get to do what I want to do. I was going to say for once, but I always do what I want to do. So if I said for once, it wouldn't make any sense. Can you dig? Can it be dug? You stale. Look at that freaking kisser. These friggin' ducks. They're supposed to be gone by now. What are they still doing here? I'm still cleaning up after friggers. I might just give that part-time job, voluntary job up. I was counting on the little bastards being gone. Wasn't counting on having to work an hour every morning for no good reason. So what else is going on with you guys? Takes about 15 minutes to get down there, maybe 10. I hear my friend. I hear a bicycle. My young friend rides his bicycle and he puts baseball cards in the spokes. I think I did that one time in my life. I made my bicycle rides a little more exciting. I would pour lighter fluid on my tires and light them on fire. I didn't put baseball cards in my spokes. And I would set up trash cans and jump them with a ramp. So, I love boring you guys to death. Lighting, create, highlight, interesting. Hide live video. Oh, I got these options I never knew I had. Just sitting here reading them. I guess I could turn a light on if I want, right? Create, highlight. I'll have to play with that one of these times. Not sure what it means. All right. I'm going to duck into these woods and take the back trail. I'm walking down to a clearing by these power lines. So nobody can point their friggin' finger at me and say he was the one making all the damn noise. Him. Meaning me. I was live streaming earlier and I heard my dog bark and it sounded louder than usual. So I look over to see what it is. And the dog had climbed out a window onto a roof outside of my house. A roof. It's up around over 10 feet. Damn dog standing on the roof barking. And the roof is not meant to hold weight. I'm lucky the dog didn't fall through the damn roof. Little bastard. Alright, I'm trying to duck down into these woods. I'm looking for a spot where I'm not going to break my neck over here. Let me take my glasses off. Alright, I see a spot where I could walk down. Gotta be careful how I do this. Making my way down this hill. That's my friend. I hear my friend drive his bicycle by. He's got his baseball cards and his smokes. Okay, I'm getting there. Show you what I mean. Thank you for telling me. My microphone was off. Thank you, Cookie. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, the microphone would have been off the whole time. You know, this is not the first time I fouled this up. I always mess up that microphone thing. So I'll tell you what I'm doing anyway. I'm taking a walk down to this clearing. I don't know if you can see it. There's a clearing in between those trees down there. And I'm going to shoot off my rockets, Cookie. I make these homemade rockets. Thanks. I thought it was my phone. No, it was messed up, Richard. You know, I always mess things up. Stale Shady can never get it right. It wasn't your phone, Cookie. It was Stale Shady. Messing up again. So I'm taking a walk down to this clearing by these power lines, Cookie, and I'm going to shoot off some of my homemade black powder rockets. I did a live stream earlier and I was showing everybody how I make them, and I hope some of these folks tune back in and watch me shoot them off. Don't you know that it's me, the moon? I kind of thought it was. Listen, Cookie, all right, First you're the star, and then you're the moon, and then you're Cookie. I'm pretty good at memorizing most of my subscribers, but when they switch their handles on me constantly, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I'll try to remember you all your handles, hon. Making your arts and crafts. You make any arts and crafts lately? Oh my God, I can hear my dog from here. So, should have seen me live streaming earlier. You forgot Tyler. Well, do you mean Roni? My dog? Who's Tyler? Tyler's somebody that, Tyler's one of your buddies. So anyways, you should have seen this earlier. Star, Cookie, Moon, whatever you want to call yourself. To my username was Tyler. Now you're even making me more confused, Cookie. First it was Star, then it was Moon. Now it's Cookie. Hey, Jackson! Yo, yo, yo! You're in time, Jackson. Good timing, buddy. Because it's starting to get a little darker. I'm walking down to this clearing. Maybe you can see it better now. I'm walking in. There's the clearing. It's right under some power lines. And I'm going to shoot my rockets off. As soon as I fix his phone. There, that's a little better. So I'm glad you're here, Jackson. You're on time. I was just explaining, Cookie, I saw the live earlier. Did you see when the dog went on the roof? Did you see when the dog was barking? And, hold on, I got to cross a stream. Take my glasses off because these are reading glasses. Look at this stream I got to cross. Just to get to this friggin'... Hold on, I got to be careful here. Or I'll step in something deep that I don't want to step in. There we go. All right. I made it. Did you see the dog when it was on the roof? When I was live streaming earlier, the dog was barking and I looked out my shop door and my dog was on the roof. Almost gave me a stroke. First of all, he could fall off the roof and get hurt. And second of all, the part of the roof that he was on is not meant to hold weight. It's only an alcove for my basement steps. So not only could the dog have fallen off the roof, he climbed out the bedroom windows. What happened? I think he saw a deer. He climbed out the bedroom window and the damn dog was on the roof. Almost gave me a stroke. But then he went back in the house, thank God. Dog climbed out the window and was on the roof. I wish I would have had the camera ready and could have made a short of that. Because even though it scared the living daylights out of me, it was cute. When am I lighting my fireworks? Well, to answer your question, you see that? See how much closer I'm getting to this clearing? As soon as I hit that clearing, which should be in a couple minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and I was going to wait till it got a little darker. But we'll see. Maybe I'll light it sooner. I don't want to light my fireworks off, Cookie, near the house because it scares the doggy. And my neighbors get mad at me. So what I do is I walk down to these power lines, this clearing that I'm almost at. And this way here, I could take my time, shoot my rockets off, and not worry about disturbing any of my neighbors or freaking my dog out. Thank you for the like, you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I'm here. I'm here. I am here. I have a few rockets, but I hope they work. I was fairly satisfied when I was making them. I feel like they may have turned out okay. I'm not sure, but I hope they turned out okay. There, I got one set up on the launch rod already. Got one ready to go. And I set a couple more back here by the tree. Let me get these out in the open because it's going to get dark and I'll never find them. If I don't find them now, I'll never find them when it gets, especially when it starts getting a little darker. There we go. I see them. See them? I don't want to mess the fuses up. I got two more. I'm holding the phone in one hand and two rockets in the other. I'm going to go back and get the other two. So just give me a second, you guys. Just give me a second. I wanted to wait till it got a little darker anyway. Let me set these guys down right here. Very carefully. As to not mess anything up. Whoops. I'll be lighting that guy any second. So just let me get my the other two rockets out of the woods. And then I'll start shooting the babies off. I'll start lighting my homemade rockets. Even if they blow up, Jackson, even if they suck, it'll still be cool to watch. Because even when fireworks fail, they're still pretty cool. I hope they don't fail. But you never know. Homemade rockets. No guarantees in this business. You know what I'm saying? No guarantees. There's no guarantees when you buy store-bought fireworks, let alone homemade. So I want you guys to cross your fingers for me. And I'll cross my fingers and my toes. And maybe, I'm trying to see where I put the other, there they go, all right. So I got a stash of rockets. There's my stash of rockets. I'm gonna light them one at a time, you guys. One at a time. So, oh, there's my baby. I love my work. These tubes here, these are cheap tubes, but I think I handled everything with kid gloves and took it easy enough that even though they're junky tubes, I think it'll still work. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. I'm looking for my lighter. Alright, I got my lighter. Let me set this down. My dog just hit me. Why? How did your dog just hit you? You mean your dog just bit you? Your dog just hit you? My dog pokes me with his paw if I don't pet him. Is that what you mean? Like I'll be driving the car and he'll be sitting across from me in the front seat and he'll poke me with his paw. Like, Daddy, pet me. He bit you? What do you got, a mean dog? Or were you trying to feed him a piece of food or something and he accidentally nipped your finger? I never even seen my dog growl. So, I hope you're okay. You okay? Please tell me you're okay. I'm sorry your dog bit you. Jackson and Star. You know, Star, you know how you like to make your little things, all your little goodies? Well, this is my hobby. You know how you make your bracelets and your little necklaces? Well, Stale Shady makes rockets. See the fins? The green one and the blue one? They're like popsicle sticks, and I cut them on an angle. So, all right, well, Here we go. No, he is 2 and he is big. So your dog's 2 years old and he's big, huh? My dog is 105 pounds. I think if my dog bit me, I would need stitches. Because I've seen them choppers before, and he's got some pretty big canines. But so far, he hasn't never bit me. I don't think he ever will, neither. But all right, so it's starting to get dark. I put titanium sponge in with the black powder. So this should have a nice sparkly tail. Also, there's headers on all these rockets, meaning that when it's done accelerating up into the air, you should see a flash and then a boom. My dog has a bad bite. Well, I hope you're okay. It's all I could say, Jackson. I'm rooting for you. I hope you're okay. All right, well, I'm going to light one rocket now, so here we go. I hope it works great. Well, it went up a little bit. See what I'm saying? Headers in them suckers. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Wow, that was cool. I might walk over and see how that looks. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Didn't fly that great. Sort of hit the ground. But I'm going to walk over and make sure I ain't starting no burst fire real quick. It looks okay. We had enough rain here lately. Them weeds aren't going to catch fire. So the rocket flew up 20 feet. It pulled a U-turn, came back down, and blew up on the ground. I'm glad you're okay, Jackson. Seriously. All right, let's try another one. Let's try another rocket. Hope I can find it. I stashed them back here somewhere, and I already forget where oh, I see them. Okay. Let's do another rocket, you guys. Switch cameras. Put the rocket on. You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try shoving this rod into the ground a little harder. I got a feeling that's one of the reasons why it didn't fly that great, because the rod moved around. All right, there we go. Lower this baby down. Let me get this rock out of here. There we go. All right. Let's try another one, you guys. Here comes another failure, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe this one will fly. We shall see. We shall see. Homemade rocket, take 2. That's got a header in it. It's going to be loud. Told you it was going to be loud. I don't think my fuel's powerful enough, or the nozzles aren't small enough. But they're not flying like they should. It is kind of, when I made them, it was moist. That's another thing. This fuel might be dry. Too dry, this fuel might be. Let's try another one. Let's try another one, you guys. All right, another failure coming up. Come on, you friggin' rocket. Fly like you're supposed to. Not doing so good today. But like I said, even failures are spectacular. All right, I'm looking for my The last couple. Oh, there they go. I got a couple more. I got 2 more. Even failures are spectacular, you guys. So even if it fails, it's still cool. All right, let's try this again. One of these gotta work. Maybe not. All right, I got one more. I'm glad I brought a couple, because I'm not doing so good. Let me stick this rod's coming loose. Oh, I can see the launch lug came off. That's one of the reasons why that last rocket might have failed. I'm trying to stick the rod in the ground a little better. There we go. Let's take the old launch lug off. Let's try it again. This is the last one, so I hope this one flies, you guys. I'll chat with you on the way back home, though. All right. Here we go again. Come on, Stale. You better work. Oh, that one's better. Much, much better. I'm glad that one worked. Boom. Told you. All right. Hear the echo? So that one worked. See the sparky tail? Next time I make them, I'm not going to do it in the rain. The fuel has probably got too moist. That was pretty cool, wasn't it, Keith? I got a couple firecrackers with me, very small. My firecrackers are homemade too. I'll show you what I'm saying. Oh, I must have dropped one. Darn it, I brought 2. Oh, here it is. Look how small that is. But that'll be loud. Richard and his homemade fireworks. Let me switch cameras. This is just a firecracker. But that'll be loud. Yeah. Told you that would be loud. Flash powder, my man. Yeah, it did burn a while. You see how that went up nicely, man. You know, Keith, it's been so moist and humid around here that fuel doesn't have time to dry out. When I was making the rocket, all the black powder was clumping. The fuel was pulling the moisture right out of the air. And I think that's why the first couple didn't work out so well. But that last one flew nicely. The next couple days, well, tomorrow's going to be hot and humid, but we're supposed to get less humid weather. And I'll make a few rockets while it's not humid, and they should work a lot better. All right, I got another firecracker, you guys. One more little. Let's blow something up. I thought I saw a tin can back here somewhere. Let's blow the tin can up. That's always fun, right? Thought I saw a tin can back here. Let's blow the tin can up. My luck, I won't be able to find it now. Oh, I see it. I see the tin can. Let's blow the can up. It's an old, what kind of, that was Anheuser, American something or other. Let's blow the can up, you guys. Kapowie. Let's see what happens to the can. Let's blow the can up. I love blowing stuff up. Imagine if that went off in your hand. Imagine if that sucker went off in your hand. That would kind of suck. Oh well. Let me turn my headlamp off. So, well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? I like doing things like this, man. You know, keeps me busy. I'm going to put my launch rod away. I leave my launch rod down so I don't have to carry a bunch of junk with me. I'll put this stash just away somewhere. I'll make a bunch more rockets the next time, and I'll schedule it so you guys can have plenty of leadway. So you know. I come back here so many times. See all this stuff here? This has been here for years. That's an old launch tube from a long time ago, from years ago, when I used to set my rockets off. So this is not new to me. All right, let me grab my little box. I had a little box of extra fuses in case I needed them. Look at the ground now, it's all burned. Pretty cool. One of the fins melted off. Yeah, baby. Fun, fun, fun. I'm gonna look for that rocket that landed over here. See if I can find that real quick. And then I can't find, I'll never find it. One of the duds flew over this way and blew up. Yeah, but them rockets, that one was good, right? So you get an idea how it's supposed to go anyways. Even though it wasn't perfect. It's never perfect. Alright, let me put my goodies away. I'll get my light so I can see my way out of here. And I'll chat with you guys. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to comment on your last comment, Keith. Did you see how long that fuel? It did burn a while. That burned for at least 5 seconds or more. That rocket covered some distance. So, that was fun, right? Let me get my light. I have another light so you guys can see me a little better. I will chat with you all. This at least lights up the reflect. You can see me a little bit better. So I gotta find my way out of these woods before it gets too dark. You know what I do? I look at the clearing. I look at the trees. And I just follow that clearing. And that should take me out of here. As long as I stay even with that clearing, I should be able to find my way out of this. I'm about 4 or 5 blocks away from my home. But walking through the woods is pretty difficult. And it's pretty dark for me. So I think I'm stepping over a couple logs. Like I said, as long as I stay even with this clearing, I should be able to find my way out of here. So far, so good. Whoops. Lots of logs and stuff. I gotta cross that stream again. See the stream I have to cross? Alright, I made it across the stream. Oftentimes, hunters leave markings on the trees. I guess that there's like tree stands and special hunting spots back here. And they paint the trees so they could find their way through the woods. Luckily, I've been down here so much, that I can sort of find my way through these woods. I used to be able to do it with no light at all whatsoever. You know, actually, one year I had a push mower and I actually mowed a path as far as I could. I even cleared all the rocks and sticks out of the way. But that's when I was kind of crazy. Well, I still am crazy. Nothing's changed there. But that's when I was really crazy. Do, 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 do. So what's going on in your world? I don't bring my dog with me, obviously, because he wouldn't be able to deal with the loud noises. I made a cool device today. I was watching something on TV, and it's kind of like them jumping jack things that you buy at a fireworks place, except I was able to add like a little cardboard wing to it. And as it started to spin and go bzzz, make that noise, it actually spun up. Now wait a minute, I'm getting sidetracked here. No, I'm still on the path. Okay. It actually flew pretty well. And that's a cool little firework. I'm going to make a bunch of them because I could shoot them off by the house. They don't blow up. They're not supposed to blow up. They just spin up into the air. Show you where I'm walking now. Look at this, man. Here, I got a little thing for you. You see this? This used to be a stream bed. This used to be a running stream. But it dried up over the years. And I got a bunch of logs and a bunch of old pieces of wood, and I made my own little makeshift bridge. But this was years ago. And obviously the bridge came apart, got destroyed. I even put a rug over the bridge. I brought one of my rugs down. And I used to walk across this thing, across the stream. And I mowed the damn lawn like that. I brought a push mower down here. Cleared out all these tree stumps and all the stupid rocks. Yes. This is why they want to 302 me, because I do things like this. I keep breaking out of my straitjacket. I escape the asylum and I make my way up the creek bed back to my house, because the asylum is about 5 miles downstream from this creek bed. And every time I escape, as long as I can find that creek, first I break out of the rubber room, and then I'm lost. This is not good. Let me try going this way. Richard is lost. I'm lost in the sauce. Okay, I think I'm back on track. Where I'm walking right now, there are no paths. I'm pretty far back in the woods. This takes guts, man. You can't be a wuss to do what I'm doing here. There's wildlife back here, but they hear me talking. They smell me. They hear me. Big old black bear. Hopefully, I won't come across one. But I'm almost out of the woods. So getting back to the story. First, I break out of my straitjacket. And then I actually get one of the doctor's helpers. I get them to unlatch it because it latches in the back. So once I get them to unlatch the straitjacket, then I bust out of the asylum, and then I find the stream, and I walk up the stream about 5 miles, and that's how I find my house again. I'm almost out of the woods. And then as soon as my neighbors see me again, they call the ambulance, and I get taken away again. I'm having difficulty getting up this hill. Ah, all right. I think I'm almost out of here. Ah, yes. I'm only joking. I don't bust out in my straitjacket. I don't bust out of the asylum. It's all a joke, you guys. Joseph Waddell. You just missed, I don't know if you were here, Joseph, but I shot off a few of my black powder rockets, and a couple of them were pretty nice. Joseph says hello. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Thank you. Now I'm back by the lake. Headed back home. A couple of them rockets were nice. You should have seen it, Joe. I think you'd have been proud of me. A couple of my rockets flew nicely, and I put nice big headers on them. All the headers went off. Even though a couple of the rockets didn't fly so great, they went up and came right back down. But the headers still went off. So you guys at least got a few bangs. But that one rocket flew really nicely. Flew maybe 1,000 feet. And then when you saw the flash and it went off, you heard the boom a couple seconds later. That's how long it took for the sound to travel back to the camera. So it was cool, Joseph. Keith saw it. Keith was commenting on it. He says, that thing burned for a while. Yeah, it did. I stuck sponge titanium in the fuel. And that's what creates them really cool sparks. But that's what also slows the fuel down a little bit. You can't put too much of that special effects in there because then you lose the potency of the black powder. But there's ways to compensate for that. I can make the nozzle opening a little bit more narrow, and that'll deliver more thrust. But if I make the nozzle opening too narrow, then that causes the rocket to blow up sometimes. So the whole thing's like a juggling act. From beginning to the end. You got to make the black powder just right. You got to add just the right amount of effects. Then you got to build the rocket just right. You got to pack the powder not too hard, not too soft. You got to make your nozzle not too big, not too small. That's why every time you see a rocket go up on TV, that's why they applaud. Because even them rockets on TV aren't guaranteed 1,000,000%. I wouldn't want to fly up on one of them rockets, man. You're taking your life in your hands. Astronauts, man. I would never be able to get that out of my mind. Even if you made it up into outer space and you're in orbit, well, then you got to worry about getting back down. You got to hope that the heat shield works. Got to hope that the parachute opens. I don't think you could pay me enough to be an astronaut. I'd be worried too much. Things aren't going to go right. I mean, look at that poor teacher. Poor teacher. They shouldn't have put a civilian on the space shuttle. That was a mistake. At least if you're an astronaut, you know what you're getting into. When you sign the dotted line, you're getting X amount of dollars per year, and you know you're risking your life. Put a teacher on a space shuttle, send them up. What a tragedy. You guys probably don't even remember that. I'm getting back to my house now, you guys. I'm glad that you checked in with me. I'm going to live stream again, probably around 11 o'clock when I walk Rony, little bastard. He got on the roof of my house today. He climbed out the window and got on the roof. When I walk up to my house, I'll show you what I mean. Another couple minutes. These are reading glasses. I can't, if I'm trying to see where I'm walking, I can't have the glasses on at the same time. I'm trying to read what you guys say. So, you should have seen the damn dog, though. I'm at my house now. You'll see it any minute. I uploaded a couple cool shorts over the weekend of my kayaking adventures. You guys should check that out. I made a 7-minute long video of how I run the shuttle, the launch spot, the takeout. I even had a couple cockpit views of the actual river. And I did videos of all the rafters and all the other kayakers and the canoers. One of them was pretty cool. We were all hanging out in an eddy, and they all wanted to get on the camera, and I videoed them. So check it out. It's pretty cool. Anyway, here, I'm going to show you what I'm saying. My dog climbed out that window and was on that roof. And that roof is not supposed to hold a 100-pound dog. Little bastard. I'm glad he went back in. Thank God he didn't try to jump off that roof. That's about 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall. Could you imagine my big white dog on that roof? Sucker, man. But I love him. That dog. I can't live 1 minute without him. He's got these hot spots on him. I think he's got some sort of heat problems. His fur's falling off. He's going bald back by his tail. Any of you guys know what causes that? Some people tell me to rub coconut oil on it. There's my kayak. There's the doghouse. It doesn't fit the dog. There's my cement deer. It's my life jacket. You don't know, huh? Poor guy. He's going bald on his tail, man. His hair's falling off. I made a video of it, and some people tell me to get coconut oil and rub it on. Other folks told me to put oatmeal, making like an oatmeal thing, and put it on his skin. I'm willing to try anything because I don't want my doggy to suffer like that. So I'll probably do that tonight, maybe tomorrow. Poor guy, little bugger. But yeah, I'll walk him around 11:30, and I'll do another live stream. I'll chat with you all then. So thank you for watching my rockets, Jason, Joseph, Star, Moon, Tyler, Keith, Jackson, Cookie, all you guys, man. Friggin' A, I appreciate it. All right, I'll talk to you soon, probably 11 o'clock tonight, 11:30. Thanks again. Richard loves you guys. Know that you're appreciated. You are appreciated. Trying to